After a stellar debut earlier this year, ONEUS is back with their first comeback. This one's the important one. Let's find out how they're gonna fare today on the Culture Study. Hey groupies, welcome back to Foreign Therapy. I am the video channel producer. This is the Culture Study, and I'm your host. You can call me PD. Today we're going to be checking out Twilight by ONEUS. In Korean, it's called 태양이 떨어진다, which roughly translates to the sun is falling. So it's not necessarily twilight in Korean, but what happens after the sun falls. Night comes and then twilight arrives. So it's kind of accurate. Yeah, it's on a similar vein. Now, like I said, this is their first ever comeback after their stellar debut with Valkyrie. I mean, that kind of came out of nowhere. Now, here's the thing. When you make a debut and you make a splash like that with such a phenomenally addicting song like Valkyrie, pressure's high for the first comeback. So we're gonna find out today how it works out for them. But before we get into this, I just want to say this video is brought to you by our Patreon. Our Patreon is the best way to support us. If you go to patreon.com/formatherapy, you get early access to reactions for only $2 a month, or for higher tiers, there are live stage reactions, dance practices, dance covers. We've got J-pop reactions and stuff like that. New stuff coming soon as well. However, supporting us monetarily is completely voluntary, so don't feel pressured to do so. It's just a way to support us and keep the lights on. Now, let's get into this music video. This is your form of therapy. Wow, that hits really hard and very suddenly. Oh, okay. It's just the start. And now we're starting. Okay, they certainly know how to make an entrance. Alright, I'm actually going to be taking some notes during this music video. So impressed with that rapper. Ooh, that is very cool. This pre-chorus is really good. So if it's anything like the intro, I feel like it's gonna do like a bam, like a fantastic drop, but probably a little bit more heavier. Ooh, yes! See, that first part, we heard it in the intro, but the slowed down dubstep pull, that is a great compliment. Wow. The onset location where they shot this is such gorgeous pieces. It's such a great transitional audio effect that they put on that. Probably have to shoot this somewhere in Europe because this is definitely not Korea. Maybe somewhere like, I don't know. It doesn't have to be Europe, but it kind of looks like it. Could have been like Budapest or Hungary or something like that. Ooh, they really know how to toy with you. They really know how to build up a song. No way. Do they actually do that for the actual choreo? I guess we'll see when they start doing live performances. Oh, is it over? No. Yeah. Was that legit or was that an effect? Like, was that CG or did he actually do that flip? Wow. Wow. Okay, so that was a great follow-up to their debut song, Valkyrie. It keeps in tone with what they established in their debut. They don't stray too far from that original concept, but they do show us something different. That's probably the most important thing. I always say you don't get into a group, no matter how good the debut is, right off the bat. You gotta wait until the first comeback and the second comeback. Make sure that they are going to properly evolve as a group. Always push forward. Never try to do the same thing over and over again, and then it's just gonna be like a tired one-trick pony, right? Now, what I really like is that, again, they kept with that consistent style. They didn't go too crazy, they didn't change up too much, but they did show us a very different style of them, not just in the song, but in the music video as well. So let's start with the song first before we actually get into the video. The song, it does a great job of teasing you. The way it hits, dun-dun, dun-dun, it makes every beat that hit feel like a pressure point. It feels like it hits harder. I feel like the instrumental for Valkyrie actually is a lot more powerful and it hits harder in like an objective scale. But because of how they're sort of manipulating the way you listen to this song feels just as hard and just as intense as Valkyrie was. So that slow, concentrated build-up in the pre-chorus is good, and I like the actual drop in the chorus, how it's like two-parted, where one's really, really fast, and then the second is a variation of that, and it's like a more slowed down dubstep version. I love that. That was so clever. That's a really fun twist on what they did with Valkyrie, which was just fun and energetic throughout the chorus, where it goes na 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 na, but then this one slows it down in that second part of the chorus, which kind of gives us a very different rhythm to the song, and so the pacing feels a lot more different. I love the pacing in this. It feels more like a well-crafted film, you know, in the approach of the song. I just love how methodical it is. And speaking of film, let's talk about the music video. Set design in this music video. Besides the wardrobe for the actual members, I don't think they brought anything and they added anything to the backgrounds or the scenes of these music videos that could be counted as set design. Literally, it looks like they went to whatever place this is, some kind of fancy villa or whatever, somewhere in like Eastern Europe, and it looks like they just had an on-set location shoot where they just kind of roamed around the area of that entire area and just shot against different backdrops. I don't think there were any props. There was like no lighting you could see. Obviously they lit them while shooting, but I mean like there was no lighting in the background used as decoration. And so I wonder, did the entire budget just go into this on-set location? Because it does look like a very luxurious place and it does look kind of expensive, and I wonder with all that money if it was being put into just the location and then they saved on everything else. And if that's the case, in the music video they're also giving us a very different style of music video than they showed us in the debut. So when they debuted, they actually had all pre-made sets, everything was indoors. It was all about the on-set production of like the set design, the lighting. They had unique lighting, they had like these light crystals and stuff like that. Everything about that was the setup. It was all about the music video production, building crew's effort. Here it's the exact opposite. The focus is just on the boys, and then the backdrop set is just what was provided for them, and they made use of whatever they had. They went around like these catacomb looking places and like these small little caverns, and the inside of the villa, or is it a chateau? I don't know how you would differentiate the two. I guess it's a chateau chateau if it's French and a villa if it's anywhere else, but that's a very different style of producing a music video. In fact, I would say it's the exact opposite. And so previously in their debut, all of their budget went to designing the set for a music video, and it was no on-set locations. This was the complete opposite. It was an all on-set location, outdoor or indoor shoot of pre-made locations using what was available in the world and having no set design. It's pretty bold. But it also shows that they're capable of producing different types of music videos instead of doing the same thing over and over again. So I thought that was really interesting and fun. Obviously, there was a little VFX work here and there, but still, overall, this was really good, both in the song aspect and in the music video aspect. And I thought this was honestly a really good first comeback. Now, the second comeback, I'm confident that it's going to be good because they have been putting out consistent songs, and I listened to that debut ONEUS album. It is so good. I don't know if this is also accompanied by an album or if this is just a single, but if it is accompanied by an album, I definitely want to check that out as well. ONEUS so far killing the game. They're giving me a lot of confidence in them. There are a lot of debuts left and right now. ONEUS impressed thoroughly with Valkyrie. This is a great follow-up to that. Hey guys, thanks for watching this episode of the Culture Study. I hope you learned something today. If you enjoyed this and you'd like more of us, consider visiting us on Patreon at patreon.com/forumtherapy. Link is in the description, and it's the best way to support us. All the monetary value goes into keeping the lights on and making more original content that we're trying to put out in the future. You get early access to reaction videos at the base level of just $2 a tier, or you can get dance practices, live stage reactions at higher tiers. We're also now doing J-pop reactions, and there's more stuff coming soon. But supporting us monetarily is completely optional. You don't have to do it. If you'd like to support us for free, click like down below right here. It's completely free. It helps us out for YouTube search algorithm. Go ahead and click subscribe over here. Be notified when I upload a new video. Turn on the notification bell and check out all my other videos over here.